These are some cultural identities of the indigenous and original inhabitants of Nigeria's capital city. These people are showcasing their culture through dance, masquerading, attire, ceramics, among others. The display is part of activities to mark the 2022 World Indigenous People Day. Executive Director, Resource Center for Human Rights and Civic Education, Dr. Ibrahim Zikirulai, who has been championing the rights of the original inhabitants of Nigeria's capital city, said the cultural display is one of the means of calling on the federal government to adequately compensate the original inhabitants.
So in the case of FCT original inhabitants, so these are people that have been deprived over time. These are people that have been wallowing in poverty, suffering in silence, and nobody is listening to them. So under our project of promoting the rights of FCT original inhabitants, we find it very necessary that this is a big opportunity to send a message across to the government of Nigeria and to the international communities that the original inhabitants of FCT, as they were right from the time they were forcefully driven out from their land, they are still in existence. So that is why we bring the 9 tribes today to display their caution and exhibit their arts, dance, fishery dance, and their various cultural artifacts.
Some participants say the original inhabitants of Nigeria's capital city are peaceful and accommodating. They also say their culture have been in existence before the amalgamation of northern and southern Nigeria.
There are a lot of things we have put in place. Like this very one now, this is another means of bringing the unity among ourselves. Not only ourselves, but to FCT in general and to Nigeria at large. This is what this event is bringing up.
When you see a baggy person, what comes to your mind is a peaceful man and a peaceful woman, because we are all known as peaceful people, and I feel that is why the world is unfriendly to us as baggies, because they take our peace for granted. Secondly, our culture is so wide and broad that even if you start the history of the baggy people, it touches almost all the areas of the northern parts in Nigeria. For if you want to also know more about the baggies, you can find them. You can find some of our areas in Kaduna, Kano, Katsina, Zamfara, all the way from Maiduguri. So you should know that baggy people are peace-loving people, and we're broad. I would love to talk about the perspective of women in baggy. I feel the baggy women are the strongest women in the whole world, because you can't imagine a woman carry a load on her shoulder. So you should know how powerful and how God has seen us worthy to give us that strength as women. And that is why I will always want to tell everybody out there that you can see that our image is a woman with a calabash.
Presently, if you can go to Agora's Palace in Zuba, you can see a letter that was written or that was given to our chief for recommendation. And there is even Union Jack, a flag called the Union Jack, that was presented to the late chief of Zuba by late Sir Frederick Lord Lugard, indicating the paramountcy of our chieftaincy status. We are peace lovers. We are very, very good in accommodating anybody from every part of the world. That is one unique thing among us. Secondly, we are not lazy. We are not lazy. And in the history of Koro man in Nigeria or in the entire world, we have never been conquered during any war by any opponent. But one thing is that we never cause anybody trouble until when you cause us. When you cause, we never sleep, we react, and at the end, we always succeed in fighting war.
9 tribes make up the original inhabitants of Abuja, Nigeria's capital city. Emmanuel Onu, News 24.